a spotless lamb for
So a lot of the times I go to worship conferences, and usually they're held at like pretty large churches, mega churches, got a huge staff, major light system going on, killer sound system. And to be honest, you know, it kind of spoils me, because then I go back to my church, which, you know, I love my church, but we've never had that kind of budget. We've never had that kind of staff, you know. So anyway, a lot of times I've just had to work through that mentally and go, okay, take stock of what I have and say, okay, Lord, help us come up with creative ways to serve the people that you've called us to serve with what we have, instead of, you know, whining or complaining about, man, if I only had this, if I only had that. I mean, it doesn't seem that long ago that we didn't even have a overhead projector, you know, like a full-on projector. We were using transparencies. I don't know if you even remember those, you know, put the transparency on there for lyrics. Anyway, so, you know, that's one of the things that we just have to come to terms with and make peace with. We don't always have to have, you know, 10 people on stage, 7 singers. It doesn't have to look like some of these mega church bands. You know, a lot of times we see these videos, huge churches, they look amazing, and to be honest, I have to fight a little bit of, I don't know, just, you know, gee, I covet that, sort of. Or I'll go to a worship concert. You ever go to like a Friday night worship concert, and it's like, man, amazing, super exciting, like 3 guitar players with like major gear, and it's just like, it's a concert, right? And many times I've gone to these kinds of concerts, and then I've come home all pumped up, all excited, and thought, man, we're gonna do that this Sunday morning. We're gonna do it. And then Sunday morning comes around, and I try to like impose that concert experience on my Sunday morning folks, you know, at 8:30, the 8:30 service. And, you know, they just kind of look at me like, what are you doing? And I don't know, I've just learned that, you know, Sunday morning is more like the unconcert.
Lord, my life is an empty cup. Here's my heart, would you fill me up? I'm face to the ground, forsaking my pride, leaving my will, my burdens behind. All I want, all I need is just to be with you, just to be with you. Here I am at your feet, just to be with you, just to be with you. I have come to the end of me, and there's nothing I have to bring. What you said I belong, you say I am yours. Nothing compares to knowing you more. All I want, all I need is just to be with you, just to be with you. Here I am at your feet, just to be with you, just to be with you. Oh, you made a way for me. Oh, Savior, I'm yours forevermore. Oh, you made a way for me. Oh, Savior, I'm yours forevermore. I'm yours forevermore. All I want, all I need is just to be with you, just to be with you. Here I am at your feet, just to be